A long time ago, there was a young man came up to Jesus and said, "One thing must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus looked at him and said, "One thing?" He goes, "Is there only one that's good?" He said, "You go keep my commandments." And the young man said, "Well, which one?" Jesus kind of rattled them all off to him, and he said, "Well, I've done all of those. I am a good man. I have done all of those." Jesus told him, says, "Well, why don't you do this? You go sell everything you got, and you give it to the poor, and then you come follow me." The Bible tells us the man ducked his head and walked away sad, because he was a wealthy man. Now make no mistake, this story is not about money. The story is about surrender. And I know as men, that's a hard thing sometimes for us to do. This world tells us we shouldn't surrender to anything. But that's exactly what God asks us to do, is to surrender ourselves to Christ. That's what eternal life in heaven, how we get there, is by that surrender. You know, I've known many a good man in my life. Some would do anything for you, give you the shirt off their back. They would take care of any need you may have. Yet they never surrendered their life to Christ. What do they got to look forward to? Men, I have a question for you. Is being a good man good enough? And before you answer that question, I want you to think, is it worth betting your eternity in heaven on? Think about it. Iron to iron.